Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is grimalkin as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we risk dying. Effectively, we risk dying. We're in a situation that really, well, it risks blindness. It's terrible. I don't know how we're gonna be able to navigate this stuff, but, a few paces further on, and the light becomes overwhelmingly bright. I can cast a spell. Shadow might work here. I'm not really sure if I have access to it. Let's see what we can do. Can we do Farseer here? No, it's fog. Yeah, it's exactly it. And it counters sun. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it does. I knew that. Huh. You cast the spell anticipating a comforting fog, but one does not appear, and yeah, it's because it's countering. Instead, as you complete the enchantment, the light at the far end of the corridor simply cuts out instantly and is gone. A sun spell then countered by your enchantment. Look down at the hallway. As your eyes adjust to the sudden gloom, you begin to make out a figure at the far end, made of lashed sticks. It forms the outline of a person. I know what it is. It's we need to move forward before it restarts the sun. It's one of the malakins or whatever. You move along the corridor towards the far door. The only sound is the echo of your footsteps. It's whatever. We found this before. You pace through the darkness to the end of the corridor where the defunct statue guards the door onwards. Okay. The curious construction, it's a grimalkin, that's the one. The curious construction is a crude statue with its stick arms shaped into a spell-casting form. This, then, is a grimalkin. Isn't it awesome that statues can cast spells and if you're not a sorcerer, you can't cast spells yourself in this world? This, then, is a grimalkin. You have heard of such things and seen such things many a time, but apparently never seen one, even though you have seen one. It's how it goes. It is a machine of a kind, built and positioned where it can channel the force of a single spell. Grimalkins are hard to build, but can be devastatingly powerful. Near the base of the statue lies a sun jewel. I'm gonna pick it up. You pick up the sun jewel. This must have been the source of the spell, and it seems in one piece. An excellent find. Well, thank you very much. Let's look at the spectators. You cast a look up at the spectators behind the glass ceiling. They are applauding, though you do not hear the sound, and clapping one another on the back. Careful to wrap your hand in a fold of your tunic, you turn the door handle at of the far door and pull it open. With a bow to the crowd, you step onwards and through. Well, they're not going to see me again, or maybe they are. Maybe this has more of those glass panes in the ceiling or something. You enter the next room, feeling suddenly fresh after your roasting. The air in this new chamber is wet and soothing on your skin, though it is nearly as hot as the previous room. Okay, spiders in the ceiling, if I look up. Look around, let's look up first. This room, isn't it? Come on, I can't be the only one to think that. This room has a glass ceiling like the others, but the vines have choked it, drinking up the light, and now you can see little of the room above. Okay, you are surrounded by trees which droop with heavy leaves. It is as though someone had transplanted a section of the forest of Snatta. Vines net the ceilings and walls, and the ground is thick with undergrowth. A small bird flits overhead. There is a forking path in front of you. One way is choked with vegetation, the other more open. You watch the bird which flies along the path and then turns into the trees. Okay, then we have the trees, or we have the path. I'm thinking the fact that we got told that the forest of Snatta is around here means that there are Snatta cats in the trees. And also the bird might have been a hint as well, because Snatta cats are in the trees. So I won't go into the trees. I will go and follow the path, because it's also a little bit more silent. The path winds between thick trees on either side. The air is hot and sticky. It is as though you have been transported to another place entirely. Up ahead, the path continues. Okay, I have the trees or the path. Now, why would I be able to choose any of these? Let's go into the trees now. Below, bellowing a cry, you race directly into the jungle. Why would I bellow a cry? Following the path of the bird and dodging around trees and shoving aside vines. Am I running still? I didn't know though I was running. You continue leaping over bushes and hack at the overgrowth. Then you step on what you think is a root and hear a yowl. I wish I knew what that is. That is a Snatta cat. I'm gonna keep going. You keep on running through the trees until you run into a small opening clearing, but your way is blocked by a hunched creature, a jaguar. Well, jaguars climb trees. Let's draw the sword. You leap at the beast, sword drawn, and slice off the tip of its tail. It whirls around, snarling, and leaps towards you. Okay, I'm gonna duck, but I'm gonna take damage. Ooh, you duck and the beast sails overhead. As it lands, you catch a glimpse of another dark shape in the grass. A second jaguar. Well, leaping up, you ready your cutlass. You will need to finish the creature quickly, or the second will join the fight. Okay, well, let's fight these. Oh, it's a leopard. It's not a jaguar. Or jaguar, or however you want to pronounce that. It's a leopard, isn't it? Jaguar is... well, I don't know. I don't know big cats enough. Let's see. So this is a 9 attack, and I'm gonna go with a 9.1. Hopefully he's gonna attack right off the bat. He's got 8 health. He does attack right off the bat. Let's see what he says. Or does. The jaguar paces forward, eyes narrowed. It will not listen to reason. You charge... well... you don't say. You charge headlong, it bounds forward, only to skewer itself on your blade. It writhes and howls. It limps back, bleeding heavily. It howls and whimpers. Okay, so it's either gonna go for the defensive attack or for a small attack. There it is. It was for the defense. Okay, that's pretty good. You risk a cut. The jaguar drops back. As the jaguar grows weaker, its snarl gets madder. It is tensing, preparing to pounce. Full attack. Whoa. Okay. You pull all of your strength into a sweep of your blade, hoping to finish the creature in a stroke. The bow connects, biting close to the creature's wounded side. You almost feel sorry for the beast. The jaguar whines a gurgling, blood-soaked sound, and then it dies. Well, I'm sorry for the beast. You dispatch the first jaguar with such skill and speed, the second is surprised, giving you a strong advantage. You spin around and cut through the neck of the second in one swing. Regretting the deaths of such beautiful creatures, you clean and sheath your weapon. A noise like thundering rain comes from overhead. You look up to see the boots of the watchers stamping on the ceiling. Oh, they're congratulating me, I think. Right? Korga, can you help me out here, man? He can, okay. So if things go badly, I can always... okay, I'm gonna bow. You take a bow and they throw their arms up in a response. Some begin to beckon you forwards. There is a clearing up ahead. The ceiling glass there is clear of there. The ceiling glass there is clear of vegetation. Okay. Let's go to the clearing then. I don't think these guys are friendly, by the way. If you're wondering why or what, I don't think these guys are friendly. You step out into the clearing. A stick statue stands here, arms lifted in a curious dance. You have just a moment to see a green ring on one of the figure's fingers when it teleports me. That's what the green ring does. You blink with surprise as you find yourself in a wide, comfortable space. A jumble of sumptuously dressed nobles greet you with a soft applause and quiet noises of approval. Servants move through the crowd with platters piled high with food and drink. Well, I'm gonna take some food then. What happened? Did I lose my stuff? Did I lose... how did I just gain 2 maximum stamina? Okay, magical items. I must still have the, oh, where is it? Giant's goblin teeth. I need, it's the rock demon. Or something. Oh, I don't have it. Orange rock dust, gale horn, brass pendulum, ring of water, orb of crystal, black face mask, nose plugs. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, crystal tooth. That's the one. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Okay, I'd have it. Okay. So basically I ate something amazing that basically returned my... well, actually it returned my stamina to the normal level of 20 without the stamina that we lost when we got in here into Mampang, and without the stamina that we lost when we got resurrected in Carre. Of course, I could be... I probably could have been at 24 or something, but that's more than enough. We should be okay. So you snatch from a passing platter, feasting on tiny pastries and cheese cubes. That's so lovely, so amazing. Hopefully it has these tiny pastries. I have some sort of egg feeling. It's amazing. It's awesome. The food is quite strangely healing and fills you with a warmth and inner glow. Okay, I'm gonna... actually, resting here might be a good thing right now because of reasons. Let's rest here. You throw yourself down on a couch and close your eyes, quickly falling fast asleep. And I know I just said I don't think these guys are friendly, but, well, whatever. You lie back and try to forget your troubles. The long night is kept busy with vivid dreams. You feel a hot wind gathering around your body. You are lifted into the biting air and pulled across the citadel. A dark, brooding shadow awaits at the end of your flight that grows larger and larger with every passing moment. "Ah!" comes a voice, cracked with age and hollowed by soulless laughter. "There you are. Where am I?" Oh. You stand on an open balcony with a view across endless frozen wastes. A figure stands before you and turns to greet you. That's the archmage. He looks pretty evil, although the Crown of Kings does as well. He's got a lot of demons about, and a dragon. Traditionally, at least Western European tradition says that the dragon is the symbol of Satan and stuff like that. "Finally," breathes the Archmage of Vampang. "I've been trying to reach you for so long." In his hand is a brass pendulum and a crown. "What is this place?" you ask. "This," he sweeps an arm across the mountaintops, "this is Aizaman, the roof of the world and the well of all powers, the closest place to the stars. Here, a sorcerer is triple what he can be elsewhere." He grins. "Sadly, however, you are not here. I have simply summoned your dreaming eye to my presence, like an obedient dog, but you see me as I am. I have the crown. It belongs to the King of Analan. Now I'm sure you know what the crown does," the Archmage responds calmly. "No one will take it from me, not least some ill-equipped, half-starved sorcerer novice who survived the Backlands. Made rather a mess of them too," he observes. He sighs and turns the crown in his hands this way and that. "It is beautiful though, is it not? Worth dying for?" Ask yourself that. "I am 1,050 years old," he replies. "I don't expect to die anytime soon." For a moment you feel the mountains underneath you shiver and twist. Clearly, whatever spell is being cast here is beginning to fade away. "Did you have a message for me?" "I do." He fixes you with eyes as empty as smoked glass. "I am the greatest seer that has ever lived. I have explored every possibility, and I know something to be true. If you come to Mampang, you will die." "Then why do you fear me so?" "I am only concerned for your well-being, as for all my subjects, as my father would be." The Archmage smiles meanly. "You are evil." "Very well then," he nods and bows. "You are welcome to come and die in my great house." Then his smile becomes a scowl. "Only wipe your boots," he says. And with a flick of the wrist, you are dismissed, tossed like a stone back across the mountains, a mocking laugh ringing in your ears. The Cushioned Palace. During the past day, you have gained some maximum stamina, +3, changed to using a cutlass, +6, lost a huge amount of gold, -47, because we bought the cutlass, I think. Was it the cutlass? Yeah, it was. I don't know, it was a couple of days since I recorded last episode. Entered the monastery of Efe, the Fortuitous, and spoke to Shadrach Stone. Yes, the Archmage is aware of us, that's okay. Morning sunlight breaks through the glass dome overhead. The party is still going on around you. No one appears to have slept, or else some have, and others have woken, and all dress alike. You get to your feet once more. From out of the crowd, a large woman in an enormous turban glides over, beaming. "Allow me to introduce myself," she begins warmly. "I am Valignia, Master Treasurer. We have not seen a performance as good as yours down there for far too long." "Thank you." She smiles. "Now enjoy. You are our guest, and find me when you are ready." She winks once before drifting. Winks once before drifting away amongst the guests once more. Okay, let's look at the people first. Your immediate hunger abated, you look around at the people who fill this space. They are of all ages, from tiny children to aged men and women, but all are dressed in the same sumptuous smile. It is as though they are prisoners here, wearing the most extravagant of uniforms. You could go and talk to Valignia in the back room. Okay, or I could also explore this place. Let's see what we have. We have the treasurer over there, that's Valignia. We have the railings over here, and so this is indeed just a glass dome sort of thing. Okay, then we have guests, and we can leave as well, even though actually that it might be through there, and then how would I get over there? I don't know how I leave, but we'll find out. It's not a problem. Let's go to the railings first and see what this is all about. Got some sort of music with a flute or something. You lean out over the railings. Looking down at the floor below from here, the splattered bloodstains are more visible. A woman in a shimmering black gown joins you. Normally, they don't even get that far, she remarks. The mucolytic usually does for them. You were a wonderful sport. Why do they come? You ask. It says Treasury on the door, she replies with a shrug, or something to that effect. Why did you come? Well... Why would I say this? To meet you? That's weird. Why would I want that? I'm not gonna do that. I'm looking for something. Did you find it? She asks with some kind of mockery in her eyes. Perhaps. Well, I wish you luck, she replies. When I came here, I did not expect to find anything. And just look who I ran into. With that, she twinkles her eyes at you once more and steps away from the railing. Have a wonderful time, she declares. But don't stay too long. Valigny is beckoning to you. I think I should leave. I'm not gonna mingle. I'm gonna go to the treasurer, get this done with, and I'm gonna leave. Let's see what she has to say. And I'm risking it already. But I cannot give up this opportunity here. I came so far. Valigny leads you away by the hand to a corner set with a small table and an alarming jaguar skin rug. She lowers herself carefully behind her desk. Well now, she purrs, you found your way to me. What is it you wish? Can the magic of the crown be countered? You demand. She shrugs. I know little of magic, my lovely. She sighs, but the crown is a magical artifact, and it radiates magic. So I suppose if you could counter each spell, you might counter the effect. She shrugs. But in the presence of the crown, why would you want to? She strokes your arms gently. Come now, what do you really want to know? Tell me how to open the Throbbing doors. Ah, replies Valigny with a frown. I had assumed you would want to talk about optimizing your taxes? No matter, she smiles coldly. But know this then, mystery guests of ours. The door, or the doors, are trapped by powerful secret magic. 4 spells, no less, 4 grimalkins built into the handle of the wood. They can be countered, right? Like my own little pet? I imagine so. If you can deduce what they are. Well, I have it written here. We have fire, made of stone, made of invisibility. So we need to counter fire, we need to counter stone, we need to counter invisibility, and the other one is unknown. So what is unknown? I don't know what the unknown is. But at least we know that the skull we found before is not definitely for sure not what we were looking at. Is the archmage dead? No, Valigny replies firmly. Not a chance of it. The archmage is just extremely long-lived, as am I, by his grace. Armed with your new knowledge and more than 1 cup of wine, you take a leave of her. There are several more guests filling the chamber. Okay, let's not mingle with the guests. Let's leave. I think that might have been a warning right there. You bow to the room and turn to take your leave from the crowd. A servant appears at your elbow to lead you away. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much, sir. I will see you later. The servant guides you silently through a discreet side tunnel which ends in a blank stone wall with a lever. Or a lever, it depends on how you want to pronounce that. Then he bows and takes his leave. Let's pull the lever. You pull the lever. Oh, damn it. A section of wall moves gratingly to one side on poorly oiled casters. Through the door, you see the entrance room again. It seems even more desolate and destroyed now by contrast with the reach room above. Yes, let's go down there. I'm not really sure how you get in through there, but it's gonna be one of these things. You return flush with your meal and valuable knowledge. Well, it wasn't really that valuable, to be honest. I probably could have asked a little bit more. You leave the building and move up the alley. You push through the thin crowds, earning a few early morning elbows and curses for your trouble. There is a streak of cruelty in Manpang. Even the downtrodden are eager for their chance to hurt someone weaker than them. Okay, let's, so if I look straight ahead, I'm gonna see the statue here. I haven't been to the statue, and I kinda, that's probably the archmage. I'm not gonna wanna see that. I'm gonna look around first, and if terrible things happen, terrible things happen. I'm always afraid to do this, but you look around as you walk, not concerned as to who might see your face. People here, the common people of Mampang, are as oppressed and unfortunate as any in the old world. You may even find allies here. The streets soon open up into a busy public square. For just a moment, you notice a dark shape on the rooftop nearby. Okay. It's not gonna go well. You look up, but the dark figure is already gone, leaping away out of sight. Okay, I wonder what that is. So I can go into the square, and that might be a bad idea. What I will do is I'll try to get... Oh, wait a minute. This is where we were at. This is where we were at. This is the building, is it not? I suppose, if I zoom in... What is that? Okay, I guess I'll figure it out by just trying to do this. And yeah, go back, because I want to make sure... No, I wasn't there before. Right? Yeah, I wasn't there before. That was definitely the place that we were at. Okay, so... Yeah, there it is. So let's go this way, or as much this way as possible, to the east side. Let's see what happens. The buildings on the eastern edge are a little more ramshackle. An arch leads to another, smaller yard. An alley runs past it. A pillory sits to the north of here. As the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise. Okay, I don't know what a pillory is. Let's look at it. A prisoner stoops half asleep inside the stocks. Oh, okay. What about the alley? Glancing down the alley, you see a distant touch of smoke. Some kind of fire? What about the arch? You peer over the archway. A few merchants go this and that way into the building. Some kind of market, perhaps. You could cross the square or explore the fringes. Yeah. Okay, so where do we want to go? The archway over here goes to the market, but I don't have any money. So I might want to go... This doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, no! There's another one of these! Oh, my God, I hate these. They are terrible. The other ones were awful. Oh, my God, what are these supposed to be? Well, we're going there now, and hopefully I'll get some money. Probably not, but I don't really have any money now. Let's go into the alley, and then I'll go into the archway on our way back. You enter an... Oh, are these the closed eyes, dudes? I don't know. You enter an alley littered with refuse. Buildings either side are leaning or collapsed. In the dim half-light, you nearly trip over two men who are leaning against the wall. They straighten up and turn to you. "Seems we have a visitor," one says. His eyes are closed, and so are his comrades. "Why would that be? And how can they see you?" Oh, wait a minute. That's not talking. Why would that be? Well, I know why that would be. And how can they see you? I can also kind of figure out what that is. "Brother," one greets you, nodding. What's wrong with your eyes? "Oh, you don't want me to show you that," he warns. A moment later, you hear the crunch of footsteps. There is another now standing behind you. Well, you raise a hand in wordless blessing. The sightless creature nods its head in reply. "F be with you too," the creature replies and stands aside. You continue along the road. A lane leads off as the sun climbs towards its zenith. The winds blowing between the buildings pick up a little. Okay, let's look down the lane. Looking down the lane, you see a large tavern, but it appears to be closed at the moment. You must keep going. It's probably going to be only open at the other end of the day, I suppose. You know, right? That makes more sense. Tavern's only open later. I mean, maybe. Who do I know? What do I know? Let's go. By the alleys. Yeah, my idea is to get to the towers and also die a bunch, probably. You follow the road to a junction where a collection of nestled, winding alleys lead away. The sun has reached its highest point now. Peering down them hints at a maze of twisting paths and shadowy nooks. There is a small fire here, which a few figures sit glumly around. The people gathered here have a cluster of tents to one side, along with packs of gear. A small fire burns in a dug-out pit, and they sit around it, chanting over a bubbling stew. I'm gonna cast, I think they probably are gonna be able to, be talking the common tongue. If I can cast the tell, that'd be a good thing, but I have the yap over here, which is, talk with animals. That's not it. What do I need? The rap, I suppose, because that's for tongues. Yeah, I just want to be able to understand what they mean. Removing the green wig, you pull it onto your head and complete the spell, but nothing else occurs. Although some of the scavengers clustered here talk in a curious dialect, it is not an unknown tongue, and so the spell has little to work on. After a while it fades away, and all you have learned for your troubles are a few more curious backgutters swear words. A rat scurries over your foot, then stands nearby, boldly staring. Okay, Let's size up the scavengers. You look over the group around the fire. They are poor and half-starved, but there are at least 30 of them. You cannot hope to overpower them all. If you were to attack, you would almost likely be surrounded and stabbed in the back. If I can cast the dud, I don't really have that many. I got the how. That could work. Or I could have the far. Go with the far here. See the future. See what happens. You sit cross-legged on the ground. Yada yada yada. You see yourself standing in front of a large bronze dome. The glare of the setting sun glints off its right side. A man emerges from inside, raising a hand in a salute of greeting. And the vision fades. Okay, so a large bronze dome. That's gonna be in the other one, because I don't remember seeing any bronze stuff on the other side. The glare of the setting sun glints off of its right side. So I am looking towards north. So I need to look north. And a man emerges from inside, raising a hand in salute of greetings. Okay, let's see what kind of spell I can cast here. Cause I still think that these scavengers are... I can deal with them, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, what P... I got the pop. That could work, but it's not gonna kill them all. And we got the PUR, which probably doesn't work here. That'll be an interesting thing. Let's cast it. See what happens. You move the starlight into order around you, and a flood of cats spill forth. This is summoned cats. There must have been at least 50, and they crowd around your legs, rubbing against your legs and meowing. The noise is quite deafening. Look at them. You pick one up. It seems like a real cat. Has it been summoned from elsewhere or created in its totality? And the cats are varied, as one would expect from real cats. Some are mackerel tabbies, while others are jet black or wiry and brown. Ooh, those are the best. Jet black are the best. Let's tickle them. Ouch. You tickle the cat and it squirms over onto its back, throwing short legs up into the air and pedaling them. The cat in your arms scratches you, so you drop it again. Okay. You decide to ignore the cats and move onwards, but you can barely take a step without the furry creatures grabbing onto your tunic, digging over 100 claws into your flesh. Oh, this is bad. Let's cancel the spell. You try to cancel the spell, but cannot seem to find it anymore. It is as though the magic has been disturbed across all the cats and now can no longer be shaped. If you could herd them into one place, maybe you could do something with them, but what would be... that would surely be impossible. Yeah, well, let's wait a little bit more. You resign yourself to waiting. The spell is surprisingly tenacious, but the cats themselves begin to get bored. They eventually disappear into the nooks and crannies of the back alleys. The rat population is in for a surprise, and the world is a better place as well. Oh my god, that spell is the best. That spell is the best. Oh, I wish I could do that. Especially because they're friendly, they don't run away. I mean, they're digging their claws into you a little bit, but you know how cats are. Well, they're not like that, that's for sure. But anyway, we are out of time for the day, so I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.